Welcome to the Tea Hut, the podcast for unorthodox entrepreneurs striving for success by going against the grain, breaking down barriers beyond the biscuit tin, revealing what property professionals and construction workers really talk about on their tea breaks. Join us as we delve deep to uncover what it takes to succeed and be the best version of yourself.
Welcome to the Tea Hut podcast. We like to break down the barriers that go way beyond the biscuit tin. And out here today, I'd just like to say a big thank you to eGrowth Media and the JT and his team for always supporting the Tea Hut, making the magic reels and the video content that you see. And if you're out there and you want more leads for your business or you need social media management for your business, call up JT and the eGrowth Media team who sponsor this wonderful podcast. And I'm here today with good friend and a guest I'm really buzzing to get to talk about. I've been really excited for this since we organised it. But my man Daz Walker. So I'm going to hand it over to Daz. I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to give Daz a couple of minutes to introduce himself to our guests and just tell us a bit about yourself, Daz, and a bit of your history, mate.
So my name's Daz Walker, joiner by trade, bricklayer by trade, shop fitting company, landlord and development company. Where to start, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, tell us about like what you do, what your aspirations are. Do you know how comes we are sat here today?
So we're sat here today because we did a development course where I met Robbie, and since then we've stayed in touch.
Yeah.
Become friends.
Yeah.
Got a lot in common. Both council estate kids.
You know.
Grafted his ass off. Just got to where we've got. So I started off like most people, left school, got an apprenticeship, lucky enough to get an apprenticeship as a joiner, bench joiner, working in a factory.
Yeah.
So I spent the first 5 years of my working career stuck inside a tin box.
Yeah.
Just seeing the daylight from the plastic going over
Horrible.
the top. Horrible. Sat in like a little smoking area that was the outside area. So if you smoked or you didn't smoke, you were out there just eating, just trying to get away from the factory environment.
You're in that shithole.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we did that, got qualified, did my bench joining, got qualified. I actually became a supervisor. The only reason I was a supervisor, I was the most qualified person there.
Yeah.
I had first aid certificate, I had fire marshal certificate.
Okay, yeah.
So I had a couple of bad injuries when I was working in there. Not myself, from other people. So one day I was working away on first aid. I'm only like 17, maybe 18 at most. And Roy from the tailor clamp comes running down. He says, "You're going to have a word with Steve." So I says, "Like, what's up, Steve?" He's like, "Go have a word with Steve. He's sweeping up his own blood." I'm like, "Whoa, fuck." So I've run up. This guy, honest to God, is sweeping and there's just blood spraying out of one of his hands.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, "Steve, what's going on here?" And he's like, "No, it does.
It's all right.
Just sweeping up, in complete shock."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Steve, let's have a look at your hand, man." As soon as I grabbed his hand, passed out.
Oh, my God.
Basically, he worked on a bandsaw machine.
Yeah.
And some debris had fallen off. He'd put his hand on the bandsaw machine, bent down, pushed his hand straight through the bandsaw machine. His fingers were still on the machine, man.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's made my skin crawl thinking about it.
So that's one of them.
Oh,
so,
poor bastard.
Yeah, poor. The guy, so basically, it was in zombie mode, so we used to make doors. So we were like cutting little squares out of a mullion.
Yeah.
Zip, and a little square came off.
Yeah.
Like cutting the tenon.
Yeah.
So same again. Zip, little square.
Robot work. You just...
Robot.
Yeah.
Put that there, pick another one up, in, out. And then these little squares, like 2 pence machines, shifted to the back and fell into a box.
Yeah.
It was that lazy, the box had got full.
Yeah.
That's why it went on the floor.
Yeah.
Instead of turning it off, he put his hand on.
Boom.
4 weeks later, the guy who replaced him did the same thing.
Really?
Serious.
Oh, fuck.
Serious. So we got rid of the box.
Oh, shit.
So when I was working in the factory, I started like getting to go out on site because obviously I'm bench joiner by trade originally.
Yeah.
So I started to get out on site and we started to fit the stuff that we've been making. And then I started seeing the world outside and I was like, I need to get into this.
Yeah.
So I left the factory. I actually went to get another job as a bench joiner, but by mistake, I'd printed off a site joiner's job.
Okay.
But this old guy called Alan Jones, he's just passed away, God rest his soul. And this guy gave people chances. He's from the estate.
Yeah.
So anyway, I phones him up, and he's like, old Yorkshire guy. So I says, I'll phone up about this job. He said, oh, you're a joiner? I says, yeah, I'm a joiner, but I'm a bench joiner. I'm not a site joiner, but I'm a quick learner. He went, you smart? I went, oh, I don't know about that.
Give it a go. Yeah.
But yeah, he says, we'll give you a week, see how you go.
Yeah.
5 years I spent there.
Did ya?
Yeah, man. Learning a trade. So I had a guy called Richie that taught me everything about site joinery.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now bench joiner, site joiner.
Yeah.
Getting a good understanding.
Yeah.
So that I left there and then moved on, and we ended up going to a maintenance company where I was doing doing all sorts, bit of tiling, bit of patch plastering, bit of everything.
Yeah.
And then the recession hit. They were like laying people left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
People went down to 4-day weeks. So I went in the office. I'm like, if we go down a 4-day week, if I pay for a bricky course, can I jump on this course? And they're like, yeah, of course you can. Of course they are.
Yeah.
2 trades, 1 money.
Yeah, of course.
So I goes off, I does my bricky course. At the time, I think I was like 26 or something. All lads were like 18.
Yeah, you're grown. You're an old man now.
Old man.
Yeah.
You don't realise you're old until you drop yourself back into a situation like that.
Yeah.
But they were mint. All the lads were mint. Passed my bricky course and then set up a building company.
Yeah.
As soon as I finished my bricky course, I was like, done. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
You pay me for them 4 days, I'm away.
Yeah.
So then I set up my own bricklaying building company. We're building houses, extensions, stuff like that. Well, just before that had gone on, I got into a bit of a financial desperate situation.
Yeah.
First house, not managed money properly. I was still young, didn't know what I was doing. I ended up being in loads of debt.
Yeah.
Ended up having the council arrest my wages.
Yeah.
So council arrested my wages. I didn't even know they could do that.
Take it off you before
you even get paid, bro.
Yeah.
So like, I got my wage slip one day and I was like,
deductions.
what the fuck's this?
Yeah.
So phones up, finds out the council can do it. So anyway, I swear to God, for about 2 months I was living on 89 pence tins of big soup.
Yeah.
Seriously, no eating in the house. I went to bed fully dressed, sleeping
Trying
bag,
to fucking stay warm.
singing, don't worry. Seriously, man. Singing myself to sleep. Anyway, a desperate situation. Made a bad decision.
We all make them.
Bad decision was, my brother-in-law at the time, he was growing a little bit of weed.
Yeah.
So he says to me, why don't we put some weed in the cellar, yeah?
Quick money. Quick money,
pay off the debts. So I thought, like, well, my only way out.
Yeah.
I was working all the hours God sent. Council are taking money off me.
What else are you going to do? At that age, how old were you, in your mid-20s?
Mid-20s.
Yeah. You're still
just starting out, man.
You're still learning, aren't you?
Yeah. I was still brand new.
Yeah.
Still brand new. So, made the decision, put some plants in the house, watering them up, growing.
It's one of them things you can, just, like you say, you leave it.
Just
does its
flood
thing.
and drain systems, you don't have to do anything. No, I'm not recommending folk do it. But
at that time, you didn't really consider it to be a massive risk.
Not a risk. I thought it was my only way out.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought it was my only way out.
The risk and reason went out the window.
Yeah, I didn't want to lose my house. I didn't want to lose.
Desperate.
I was on 89 pen cans of soup.
You do whatever when you're fucking in that situation.
I was desperate.
Yeah.
So did that. Ended up getting caught. I was doing it with this other guy because I didn't know about it. So doing it with this other guy, and this other guy, and unbeknown to me, had been done before. Yeah. But he'd never got no jail. Yeah. So when they came,
wonder why.
Who knows, eh?
Yeah.
So when they came, they got me, arrested me. I never said anything about this guy.
Yeah.
10 weeks later, they arrest this guy because they find his fingerprints.
Yeah.
Then he tells everyone that I've grassed on him.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'd have grassed on him, they'd have picked him up that night. But they won't
Took
wait 10 weeks.
That's a wait till they found his fucking
address,
physical evidence.
Come on.
Yeah.
So they found evidence of him and went and arrested him. Nothing to do with me.
Yeah. You didn't put his fingerprint there, did you?
Nothing.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I didn't touch it. It's not. I ain't got his hand.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So he did it himself. It's his fault. Anyway, he came out. He's slagging me off, saying I grassed him up. Everything else. My name was shit on the estate. It is what it is.
How did that make you feel?
Well, obviously, I didn't.
Yeah, I know. So how did that make you feel? you're quite a proud guy, mate. Do you know
I am
what I mean?
a proud guy, and that, you know, that's something that I wouldn't have done. So for someone to be saying that and then
hence why when you got caught, you didn't say fuck all.
Nothing, no comment, bro.
Yeah. That's
standard.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So fast forward, it goes on like 2 years that we're on remand for, you know.
Yeah, you've court case and all that bullshit.
Bailed out, basically.
Yeah.
So we goes 2 years. I've gone guilty day one.
Trying to make it easy. Just
get a
caught red-handed, didn't you,
30 sentence off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're rock and hard place, you've done something wrong.
More to the point, you got caught red-handed, didn't it? You can't really deny it, can you?
Oh, in the house, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How did this happen?
Yeah, sprawled out on the sofa like, oh, it's not mine, man.
No, don't know what you mean, man.
Yeah.
So we ends up having to go to court. We ends up doing like a week in court. I'm like up like O.J. Simpson.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Proper trial,
and I'm guilty. So I'm guilty from day one. So there's no even reason for me to be there, but we're there because he's gone innocent.
You've done your bit.
Stand up in the dock. First thing they say to me is, my co-D signed an affidavit on the night of his arrest saying that he set up the equipment and it was all me, nothing to do. So that guy grassed on me day one.
Straight away.
Day one.
Yeah.
5 minutes in that room, no comment.
The minute that door went in.
All Daz Walker.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why we're going around saying I with the grass, because he with the grass.
Yeah. So you often find people that feel the need to do that, projection, isn't it? It's a projection of themselves, isn't it?
Trying to protect their image.
Yeah. So how did that pan out?
So, because it'd been done before, the judge was heavy on this guy. So give him 4 years. Because I was co-D.
Killer by association, mate.
Yeah, JV, man. So I got 3.5 years, even though I'd gone guilty.
Fucking hell.
3.5 years.
For a couple of plants, which nowadays, if you hadn't been associated with him, what would you have got?
Mate, slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
So there were 52 plants, but 22 of them were babies.
Yeah.
And they should have been sexed. They were never sexed. But I found all this out after.
Yeah.
So I got charged for 52 plants.
Yeah.
Got sent to 3.5 years. First person I spoke to when I got on the wing says, "You're Daz Walker, aren't you?" I says, "Yeah." He says, "You were stung, bro.
You got fucked.
You got fucked." I did 1,000 plants. He said, "I got 12 months. Means I served 6. I can get out 4 on tag. I've just done 2 months. I'm on my way home tomorrow."
I'm going home.
I'm like, cheers, bro. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Oh.
So it is what it is. So I did the crime. Got to do the time.
You're not saying that.
I'm not saying that I didn't do wrong. I know that I did wrong.
And you were young.
I was young. I thought it was my only way. As soon as I cleared debts, I should have stopped.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
And that's where it is.
Because it was easy, innit?
Easy, I was greedy.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest, man.
Yeah. Once you got clear, it's like, well, hang on a minute.
I'll just do another couple of months.
I can go to work here, and that's just running while I'm out doing bits.
You don't even have to do all. It does it all itself.
Yeah.
Change water every 7 days.
Yeah.
That's it.
You just got to look at them, haven't you?
They're pretty, aren't they?
Yeah. but that's what I'm saying. It's so, like, not labour intensive. It's an easy fucking
therapeutic.
Side. Yeah. Gardening, mate.
Love it. Green fingers.
Yeah, man. Oh, so how was that, like, whole experience for you going into jail? Like, how old were you when you went in?
30.
30?
Yeah, man.
Shit, so you weren't...
I wasn't young anymore, but remember, we'd gone on for like 2.5, so I got picked up at like 27.
Yeah, so that process until that finished.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah, man. But I just had to carry on with your life. So I'd done a show that year, so like took Yorkshire and come second in Yorkshire, and then went on to Brits. Yeah. I was in a good place.
What, for,
bodybuilding. Yeah. So I went on, did Yorkshire, did the Brits, feeling really good, and then I think the Brits were in July, something like that. Got sent down in October. But when I got there, the guy was like, "You're never going to get jail for this.
Yeah.
Never get jail for this."
Yeah.
That were on the Monday. When I got to Thursday, they were like, "You're going to jail tomorrow."
Shit.
Like,
you pack your bag, mate.
Well, this is it. So I said, "What do I take?" And he says, "Oh, you're not being for long. Just bring an overnight bag." I swear to God, Rob, on my
little
mother's,
wash bag.
I went to fucking jail with an overnight bag.
Did you really?
Swear, washing my pants in the sink.
Oh, no.
Serious. So, yeah. So I ended up getting stung. I ended up going to Nick. I go to Armley. First guy that I see when I get brought up from induction onto the main wing. So you've got to bear in mind, I didn't see myself as a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like a hardened criminal.
Yeah,
this is
not a jail criminal.
It's a proper Mister's jail, you know.
Yeah. This is big boy school, mate.
Big boy, wrong uns in here, murderers in here, stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So first guy I see who get up these stairs coming out of induction, it's only one of my good friends. He's a prison guard.
Yeah, oh no.
So he opens the door and he can't react as if he knows me because he don't want people to know I know him. I don't want people to know.
It might be a weakness.
You know, Daz is a grass again.
Yeah.
Do you know?
You don't want to be called a grass in there.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, awkward, up on the wing.
Oh,
Gets on the wing. At the time, I was massive.
Yeah.
You know, I've been competing, I was in good shape.
Yeah.
So I get to win, everyone's looking at me.
Yeah, who's this fucking
Who's this steadhead? Look at this guy here, you know, like, why does he this
Wham,
tall?
Fucking.
Massive. I was like 112 kilos at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like 96, 97 now.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around. I don't know what to do. I don't know. No one. You don't get
What's
lessons.
the code?
Yeah. What's the rules and that? I don't know. So
Yeah.
I've walked down for dinner and you're waiting. This guy like cuts in front of me. So I'm like, and everyone's looking, and I'm like,
all right, mate.
yeah. So I'm like, what do I do? So obviously you got to make a bit of a scene. So just basically I pulled him out of line and put him back where he should have been.
Yeah.
Just to try and make sure people.
That's my spot.
Yeah, well, just to make sure people know that they can't.
There's
take
your
the mick.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because honestly, they test you all the time.
Yeah, that's what I think they were probably doing, isn't it? You're the big man, you just come in.
What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
Let's see what he does. If I hadn't done anything at all,
you'd have been a fucking walkover.
Target. Even like on the landings are only like a foot wide.
Yeah,
Seriously.
you've got to walk past each other. You're touching.
When you're on the landing, they'll lean with the foot against the wall and just stop you from walking past, or just wait as long as they could till you either said something, or you moved them, to see how far they could push you. And it's like that all the time.
Testing you, innit?
Testing you.
Yeah.
But these people aren't even intelligent people. They're just idiots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just trying to provoke it.
That's all. I suppose they're making it interesting.
Trying to pass the time.
Pass the time, maybe, yeah. I don't know. So after that little incident, I'm stood on, there's like 3 tiers. Bottom floor, that's got cleaners in maybe.
Yeah.
Second, mainly, because they get let out first. And they have the cell doors open.
Yeah.
All day. So you can't come out, but you got the cell door open.
Yeah.
You won't believe how much that makes a difference.
Yeah, mate.
Just having that door not locked.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, inside these rooms, if you put
mate,
your
it's
hand...
8 by 4, you can touch it, can't you?
Serious.
Yeah.
So like behind you.
And you got someone else in there with you, right?
Above you.
Yeah.
Sinks behind you. Toilets
Shit
behind
is
that.
there. Yeah.
Bad news, bro.
Yeah, man.
But as I'm on there, I come and I'm like, first night, I'm like, for the first 5 days, I was looking out the window like a dog. Seriously,
fucking get me out of here. Like.
Jesus, what the...
Yeah.
So I comes out myself first night, and I went over the railings looking down at all the other inmates in the jail and playing pool and whatever else. And here's this, fuck me, it's that Daz Walker. So I looks up, and there's Big Martin stood on the top. So on the top, they were like Rottle lads. They were lads that went out every day.
Yeah.
They were like gym orderly lads or male lads, trusted prisoners.
Yeah.
On the top tier. And he's on the top tier. At this point, before I went in, I was on 3,000 calories a day, something like that.
Yeah.
4,000 calories a day. I've gone down to like...
Fuck all.
Biscuits.
Yeah.
I were having high, do you know, like insulin highs, what they got? Hypos.
Yeah.
Hypos and all sorts. He said, yo, come here. Took me upstairs, pulled out a box of food from under his bed, fed me up, carved me up, carved me up. And then, like, he's trying to get into the system, because, like, 3.5 years is a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, just trying to, you can't count the days. You end up counting the canteens.
Yeah.
Come every Saturday. So it's not like how many days you got left, it's how many canteens you got left.
Yeah.
Got 18 canteens.
Yeah.
It's 18 week, but it sounds
You're looking forward to that. Like,
you just, every canteen.
Yeah.
So, trying to get into that, they call it jailhead, get your jailhead on.
Yeah.
So, part and parcel of that is trying to cut all ties outside. So, the woman that I was with at the time, fantastic lady, over everything.
Yeah.
I tried to break up with her. So, I got sent down. So, I went up on the phone and I went up onto the top landing, the top tier landing. Because no one went up there, only the top tier guys. But because I knew Martin, I were all right to go up. So I'm up there using this phone and I'm saying to her, look, it's over. I'm telling, and she's saying, I don't want it to be over. And I'm saying, it's over. I'm telling you it's over. Thinking that I'm the big man, you know, like saving her. She don't have to wait for me and everything else, yeah. So I was like being quite forceful and saying, it's over. You need to move on with your life. You know, you can do better than me, etc., etc. As I started walking back, next to Martin's room were Big Rob. Big Rob was the biggest guy in jail, power lifter, big guy. As I walked by, he says, yeah. He says, you're a coward. I said, what? He says, you're a coward. I says, why? He says, you ain't got no right to tell her what she can and can't do. He says, that's for your feelings. You feel it.
Because you're finding it easier to deal with by cutting it off.
Exactly, and he's right. I'd lost all that. That wasn't for me to decide.
Yeah.
If she wanted to stand by me, that's for her.
That's her choice.
Yeah. I've lost all my rights.
She can do what she wants out there.
Do what she wants.
Yeah.
If she wants to stand by me, I would be in the coward.
Yeah.
I thought I would. In my head, I was
thought you were doing her a
favour.
But you were making it easier for you to deal with it there. And then, cutting it off and being like, look, that's it, we're over. I don't have to deal with it. Boom.
I'm in jail mode.
Yeah. But whereas if you got someone there on the outside that you're constantly thinking about, that's supposed to be waiting for you, innit? And then you got that little, the back of your head, no matter what's going on, you're thinking things, ain't you?
But it's that link outside, you know, and then feeling guilty that she's waiting and everything else. You know, the main thing that hurt the most when they gave me the sentence, when he said 3.5 years, it wasn't the 3.5 years, it the gasp that she made after. He went, right, we sentenced you to 3.5 years, and she went, that sound.
Yeah. Weren't expecting that.
Cut me in half.
Yeah.
I knew what that sound meant.
Yeah. She's going to be without you for all that time.
Exactly.
Bro. Yeah. How did that, after that guy said that to you, Big Rob, what did you feel?
You were right.
Yeah.
I went away and he were right.
Yeah.
He was right in what he was saying.
Did you know that straight away as soon as he said it?
As soon as he said it, I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
Right. And he was right.
Yeah.
So
what happened after that with you and your partner at the time?
She stayed all the way through, man. She was bringing my friends. She was organising meetings. She even paid my mortgage.
Really?
Seriously. She paid some of my mortgage. While
Good
I was
person then.
The best. The best. So it fell to pieces afterwards because we tried for a child and it didn't work out. Bad timing and stuff.
Yeah.
And she felt guilty about it, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. We both moved on. I've got nothing but admiration and good words to say about that lady.
Yeah.
She was my rock. So I would try to get rid of this at the beginning. But in the end, she sent me emails every day, you know, kept the photographs coming, kept the links outside, phoned my mates, went round, picked my mates up, then brought them to the
She's done you a good thing, man.
Fucking the best. Yeah. Honestly, the best.
Do you think without that support, you would have reacted to your time differently?
I wouldn't have been as well behaved, I don't think. Yeah, because there's times when you have to.
You're tested.
Very.
Yeah.
And normally I'd have just lost it.
Yeah. I see. I've been really fortunate in the sense that I've been able to avoid jail twice. When I've been caught up in some court cases, some bullshit when I was younger, and I'm fortunate that I avoided it. I paid the price for it. Do you know what I mean? Fucking year on tag, $3,000 fine when I was 17 years old. Like, how was I going to pay a $3,000 fine when I'm 17? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but it was either that or go Borstal, go to juvie. I avoided that, and you got myself in situations, and I'm fortunate that I didn't have to go through that bullshit. Yeah, because I know people that did. A lot of my family members went through that, and it alters you as a person, doesn't it? I think it must do.
Your outlook. It alters your outlook. If I remember the first week I got out, I just spent like the afternoons looking at the sky.
Just glad to be like...
It's like a work of art.
Yeah.
When you're stuck and you can't see through an inch of a window.
And it's like jaded glass. You can't see through the bastard. Yeah. So you're inside all day long, 23-hour bang up.
And it's the people, you know, like I was in for I did 18 months behind the door. Yeah. And in that time, probably 5 people was all I bothered with. Yeah. You know, the rest of them are just idiots. Yeah. You know, and...
What's the biggest lesson you've taken from that whole situation? I understand that was obviously a long time ago in your life now.
Yeah, 9 years. So 27th of March, just gone. That was my release date. Yeah. 9 years ago.
What's the biggest thing that time in your life taught you?
It taught me about true friends, who your true friends are, and associates, because you have a lot of associates, but only your true friends.
Yeah. People who actually care for your welfare.
Care for you, yeah. They're the people that stay in touch. So I got to find out who my friends were, who actually cares about me. I got to find out about myself, my strengths and my weaknesses, what I could, what I couldn't take. Yeah. Obviously, I got depression. Yeah. I had to sort of You don't get counselling.
You have to ride it out, mate.
Just gotta ride it out.
Yeah.
Just gotta ride it out.
Cry into your pillow.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, work it out yourself.
Yeah.
What I took away from it is that was obviously the lowest part of my life.
Yeah.
I messed up.
Yeah.
It's not like I killed someone, beat someone up, or all like that.
Or done anything degrading.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But still
mate.
got sent down.
Yeah.
So
in the eyes of some people, you're a criminal.
Exactly. And you know what? This happened to me. So one of my friends, he got sent down for some stupid driving offence. And when he came out, I'd organised a bowling session. And he said, "Oh, can I bring one of my mates that I met in jail?" And this is before I'd been.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't want no jailie.
Yeah, who are these guys you're bringing along?
No jailie coming round. No. Even though my mate had been to jail.
Yeah, and he's your pal.
And he's my pal. But in my head, I thought, I'm not having no
don't
jailie.
associate with them sorts of people.
Knocking about with us.
Yeah,
joking.
Yeah.
Or even like when I heard on the radio and they've got TVs, I'm like, prisoners with TVs?
Fuck
Get
off.
them out.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even be on beds.
Yeah. Get them on the floor.
Get them on Hessian sack or something. Come on. But you realise that, some people make mistakes, and jail's not full of all bad people.
What you said to me earlier about there being three.
There's only 3 types of criminals, as far as I can see.
Go on.
What I've worked out, we've got angry people or aggressive people. These people do beat people up, stab people, shoot people. Then we've got greedy people. These people are fraudsters, drug dealers, people after scammers, people that are desperate as well. They can fall into this category. And then we've got wrong uns.
Yeah, which
That's
are
it.
paedophiles,
sex offenders. Yeah,
yeah.
They want a bullet. These other two, the only reason I say this, and prison guards agree, so I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with these people.
Yeah, they shouldn't be in normal prison prison life, should they?
They shouldn't. They're
ill people.
They're ill people, man. They should be locked away for life.
Yeah, I don't think they should be even mixing with general population.
No.
Not because...
Well, they get put on special wings anyway. They get put on A wing, obviously.
Yeah,
but then all they do is they clump together as teams.
Yeah. And you got little groups of nonces walking about.
So, yeah, the wrong ones want a bullet. Yeah. But the reason why the other two, they can be re-educated.
Yeah,
you can re-educate yourselves. If you're greedy, you can learn how to earn a lot of money, not being illegally.
Yeah.
If you're aggressive,
if you've got a good business head.
Well, let's be honest. Most people that are drug dealers have got a good business head.
Yeah, you wouldn't earn money at it otherwise.
It's just a business.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
It's a product, isn't it?
It's a product. You're selling a product
Profit
to customers. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So there's only like 3 types of people, and I fall into the greedy category
because you couldn't stop.
Should have stopped.
Yeah, you knew that you shouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah,
but it helped you out for a short term, and you thought, you know what? I'm not a criminal. This is just a little couple of weed plants.
Listen, there's only 3 side effects to smoking weed, isn't there?
Yeah.
Giggly, hungry, sleepy.
Yeah.
That's all we've got.
There ain't many violent stoners that I've ever come across.
I've never met anyone that's just violent just from being stoned. If they're provoked, but that's different.
That's a different thing.
That's being provoked.
Yeah.
I've never met any stoner that's been aggressive.
No. Not at all.
For no reason.
Nah,
You've got these coffee bars, they're all playing chess, they're all playing cards, board games, they tidy up after themselves.
Yeah. Whereas if you go to a bar where people are boozing it up all day doing Class A drug, it's a different vibe.
Glass on the floor,
fighting, blood,
arguments, sniffing toilets.
Yeah, that's legal to have a drink.
Yeah,
I think that's mad.
I do as well, bro.
I'm not trying to stand up and say that do drugs.
But
no. Not saying that. I just want to point that out. I'm not saying go out and do drugs and get wasted.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that we're quick to condemn people who might just be like a puff on a joint and have a chill and not really cause any harm to anyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll criminalise them.
Yeah.
But the people that are aggressive, drunk...
and go out and literally make people's lives miseries, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just let them do it.
Tax it.
It's fucking disgusting. Yeah, but they could the other way. The Americans do it, and plenty of other countries around the world.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking cannabis legislation, a lot of countries around the world do it.
You can buy a license. In Netherlands, you buy a license. Let's say to grow 5 plants, and when you buy this license, the parts of the terms are the police can come round at any time and check.
Yeah, what you're doing.
So if you've got more than 5,
they can take it off you.
You get done.
Yeah.
But if you've got
if you're sticking to the guiguides that you're allowed, you've got that license that says you can do it, and you're doing it in the right way.
Everyone's happy. They're getting the tax.
Yeah.
There's not criminals being created over something.
I think when they done Prop 215 in California, I think it was 2015. I think in the first 6 months of doing it, the amount of money that the government earned, it was like into the multi millions.
Yeah.
Like it was up in like 100 million, 200 million that the government made in 6 months just by legalizing cannabis in California.
It were Arnie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Arnie.
Yeah.
Arnie
Big man.
Arnie legalized it in California. And it was the only market to grow in the recession.
Yeah.
And he
massively as well.
Massively.
Like I don't even think it was even contended by anything else. I think that just went woof, boom, didn't it?
I think there's only about 2 states in America now that don't
have it legal. Yeah. It's literally gone snowballed across the whole country. I think Washington were one of the latest ones to do it not long ago. Yeah. And that was like, I think they took them a while because that's obviously the state capital and you've got the you know what I mean? But they're all doing it now. Yeah. Canada's doing it.
Canada's big on it.
Canada's big, and it has been for a few years now. That's not actually nothing new in Canada.
No.
You've got Spain doing it.
Spain.
Amsterdam, obviously, Holland. Yeah. And other countries in Europe.
I honestly, within 5 years, I think it'll be legalised. They just got to work out how to tax.
Well, they're already bringing it into medicinal usage.
Oh,
You can already go to the doctors, or there are specific clinics in this country which you can go to, like proper bona fide clinics that you can go to and get prescribed medical cannabis, and you can get it in this country, but you have to jump through hoops.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You got to be proper.
Not just like in America where you can go to
I've got a bad back and then here's a card. Go and get as much as you want when you want, which is what you do over there.
Yeah.
But over here it's a lot more stringent. But I just think it's ridiculous that instead of criminalising these people, you know, why not? I mean, the country's quick to say, we're in debt. We need to print some more money, put some more decimals in.
Yeah.
Fuck me, you could be earning millions just by that alone.
Just that alone.
And I wonder what
the demographic. I wonder what had happened to, you know, like the stigma that surrounds British lads on holiday, like drinking, lager louts.
Yep.
What would happen to that? Like, if you legalise cannabis in this country, what do you think you'd do to that? Like, I think that'd diminish.
Curb it, yeah. I do as well. Yeah, definitely.
It's like you just said, you don't really ever see an angry person who's had a joint, do you?
No.
They're all full of love and want to shake your hand.
Giggly, hungry, sleepy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I think I've said this for a long time. I've got no problem with. You could go deeper into this because I know there's also clinics in. I know they're in Canada, and I'm pretty sure they're in America as well, where they allow heroin users.
Denmark.
Yeah, they allow heroin users to go in there, and they provide
clean needles, safe environment,
warmth for a start.
Yep.
They're off the streets.
Yep.
And it's not that they're promoting the fact that they want them to do the drug, because I think they do offer like counselling and things like that there.
Yeah.
That is, I think, the crux of it, really, is to get them in
there.
Get them
off it.
Look, come on. But they allow them to go in there, and there's places that actively support people coming in and doing it in a safe environment.
That's it.
And there's something to be said about that, I think.
I think all drugs are legal in Portugal, and it's got one of the lowest crime rates.
Well, also, look, they're now using mushrooms for psychology, aren't they?
Depression, for, ADHD and stuff like that. Yeah, psychedelics.
Yeah,
microdosing.
Yeah. Not obviously getting nutted out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're not making a brew. 6-pint brew.
Yeah, this is not a mushroom.
This is not a mushroom.
But I think there's a lot to be said for non-pharmaceutical drugs.
100%. And people they self-medicate.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that use cannabis because the THC kills the pain receptors.
Yeah.
So if they've got injuries or anything like that. Yeah. Even Parkinson's, if you watch these videos of people with Parkinson's.
Yeah, man, I've seen them.
Shaking. Yeah. Can't even hold a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Spliff. Absolutely fine. Back to having a normal life.
Yeah, well, was it a couple of years ago? Was it the young boy and his mum? And she fought for a couple of years to get his medicine over here from America that he needed. It was cannabis based.
Oil,
yeah. And she fought for years. I think she was Irish, if I remember rightly. I can't remember, but it took her a while. Took her a couple of years, but then they got it over here, and he's like made like this miraculous fucking recovery.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are people being denied natural medicines?
Exactly.
That is my question. Why are people being denied?
It's money, innit?
Yeah, I know.
Pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah, that's what it is now. Big pharma is big money.
It's all oil based, you know. All the medication, everything's like, I didn't even know this. It's oil based.
Yeah.
So they moved away from natural remedies and stuff like that. so that it can go into oil base.
Yeah.
So
man-made.
Yeah,
you're literally like feeding into a much wider economy with Big Pharma, aren't you? Not just the product that you're buying by the specific brand or company.
No.
It's a much bigger spider's web of fucking bullshit that you're buying into with Big Pharma, isn't it?
That's it.
What's your view on, like, you know, because you take care of yourself, you work out, you know, what's your views on all that shit? Do you take supplements?
Mate, I had another bit of my story later on.
Yeah, go on.
I had a heart attack in 2017.
Did you?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah, so after...
Fucking hell, mate. We haven't even got started, have we?
We ain't even started.
Shit, go on. What happened? What led up to that?
Basically, so after I got out of jail in 2014...
Yeah. So cool. Let's just rewind back to that point, because you got to that point when you come out. What was life like when you got out?
So I got out on the Thursday, and I went back to work on the Monday.
Yeah. Straight back into it.
Straight back into it, walling. I was building a 5-bedroom house in Wentbridge. The only reason I did that is because I had trade.
Yeah.
If I had
do that, boom.
If I didn't have a trade, I would not have been straight back into work.
Yeah.
It would have been more difficult.
Yeah.
Plus, like, for normal jobs, not tradey jobs.
Yeah.
Have you got a criminal record? You know,
DBS
that's
check
all
and all
there,
this.
you know.
Yeah. None of that on site.
Not when you're walling some bricks up.
Nah.
No one's interested.
No one gives a fuck.
I was working for this Irish guy, got out on the Thursday, went for an interview Friday morning, started Monday.
Yeah.
So, and we were back laying bricks.
Yeah.
You know,
like nothing.
Slinging down 300 a day, 400 a day.
Yeah.
As if, I mean, don't get me wrong, my back was breaking.
Yeah.
But I was just happy to be outside.
Yeah, of course, mate. Breathing fresh air.
Fresh air, seeing that sky.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did that. And then I dropped back onto extension. I was still working for people, dropped back onto extensions.
For yourself?
No, still working for someone, so subbing to someone.
Yeah.
Building extensions, stuff like that. And then even when I got out, I was still only earning like £100 a day cash. Not money.
Early 30s
money.
as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I still want
with a skill.
With two skills.
With two skills, sorry, yeah.
Two trades, and I was on £100 a day.
And it weren't that long ago, really, was it?
Not when you think about it.
Nah.
It's not that long ago.
No.
I mean, I think it was like £15 an hour they were paying. I know now they're paying about £23 an hour for joiners.
Yeah.
About £15, £14. And because I were only doing 8 hours a day.
Yeah. Tax
so
and all
like
that.
£100. I worked out £100 a day or something.
Yeah, 110 or some shit like that.
Yeah. So I got opportunity to start working away. So this guy, they wanted to join, and at this pub, we were doing a pub refit.
Yeah.
They wanted someone to build a wall as well. So I went inside, did all the joinery, and then when I'd finished the joinery, went outside and built a wall.
Yeah.
And the guy was over the moon, you know, he wanted me to work for him all the time.
Yeah.
The difference between that job and the other job, well, we were doing minimum 12-hour days.
Yeah.
Working away from home. We had an uplift. So my wages had gone from £100 a day, £500 a week to £1,500 a week.
Boom. Good money.
Now I'm making money.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I've got to admit, for the first couple of months, I just enjoyed that because I'd not earned that money before.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I've in my 30s, man. And I've not earned that money before.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it 4 or 5 months, something like that. And then I thought, when I was in jail, I made the decision that I was going to be a multi-million-pound property developer within 10 years of leaving jail.
How long has that been so far?
9.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Nearly there.
Nearly there.
You're doing it though, man.
I've got a year.
You're doing it.
Well, I'm doing it now.
You're doing it.
I'm already building. We've already got
You're doing it.
The plot that we've got's worth 1.3 million. We've got another one.
You're doing it, mate. You've reached that goal.
So we're there.
Yeah.
So, but then I started earning decent money, but I'm working away from home.
Yeah. Hard, isn't it?
Hard. Real hard. So I started working away. So I made the decision, right, I'm going to have to start saving.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I could save up, buy some land, build on the land.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. Buy a little strip of land, build one property.
Yeah.
So I started saving. 7 years later, I paid myself minimum wage.
Yeah.
For 7 years.
Yeah.
Saved that money up. I was living on £10.50 a day, working away from home. That were all three of my meals at work, my steak. I'm very regimented.
Yeah.
I eat the same stuff. People know me.
I'm a bit like that. If I like something,
I just same routine, man.
Do you?
Same food, same time, everything.
Every day.
Yeah.
Even now.
Even now, I still pay myself minimum wage now.
Do you?
Seriously, bro.
Yeah.
That's gonna change soon.
Yeah. But you've done that for a reason.
To get to where we are. So
yeah.
That's what we've done. So I decided to start saving. So I've literally paid myself £750 a month.
Yeah.
I'm earning £1,500 a week take home.
Yeah.
And paying myself £750 a month.
Yeah.
Just stocking that money up. And then I was getting £60 a night for digs.
And that.
I was going Airbnb, so I was getting I was in someone's house in the back bedroom, paying them £20 when it first kicked off.
Happy days.
Yeah, I met some I'm really social guy. I like to talk to people and meet people. And I met some cool people and had some cool experiences.
Yeah.
I once in a penthouse apartment overlooking the Celtic ground.
Oh, really?
Yeah, seriously. When I got in there's a guitar on the wall and with all artsy. And I said, "Oh, you play guitar?" He said, "Not for years, Daz. If you play, please get it down, play it."
Really?
So that night I was playing on the balcony. We had two other German people that were sharing he was there as well.
Yeah.
And this guy was an artist, and he says, he showed me what he was working on, and he was working on this animated art. So basically, you held your phone over the art, and the art came to life.
Yeah.
So he'd done it in a couple of galleries, and then he went outside telling people about the app. And then I didn't hear no else of it. And then when I got with our lass, 8 years later, she likes a drink of wine, and she's got this wine bottle. I don't know if have you seen the Crimes one?
Yes.
Have you seen what happens when you hold your phone over it?
No.
It tells you the story.
Does it?
It comes to life, man, and tells you the story.
And that was his technology?
That was his technology. I knew about that 9 years before.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, what?
So I met some cool people. I met some strange people.
Go on.
Yeah.
What's your strangest?
Well,
Go on.
Well, I mean...
Is the missus going to be listening to this?
Just I've stopped in people's houses where
Go on, I'm fucking.
they've got like a room full of teddies.
Right.
Seriously, I'm thinking she's going to murder me in the middle of the night, this girl.
Really?
Seriously, she was like 35-year-old woman. She had a room full of teddies. One room dedicated in the house to teddies.
Really?
Unbelievable. And then...
That's a bit weird.
Very weird. That's not...
Did she make you sleep in there?
No, I had my own room. I had a lock on the door, thankfully.
Yeah,
And I put my bags against it. I thought I was going to get woken up.
Bunny
stuffed.
boiler. Yeah.
But I've had weird... Also, you must have weird customers as well. You've had weird customers.
Go on.
One of the I've had a few. So I used to work for insurance company.
Yeah.
We used to go around, like I said, doing
repairs and stuff.
bit of tiling, patch plastering, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I used to work. So the strange customer. I'll end up at this house. You got some paperwork. It said Mrs. Jones.
Yeah.
Comes to the door, knock on the door. This guy comes to the door. I said, "Hiya, mate." I said, "My name's Daz Walker. I'm the joiner. I've come to do this X, Y, and Z. I'm just after Mrs. Jones." And he went, "Oh yeah, just wait a minute." Closed the door.
Did he come back with
Came back in a dress. He didn't even shave. Just had lipstick on.
Oh, no.
And he opened the door, and then I looked, and I'm like,
"You're the same dude."
So I went, "Mrs. Jones?"
Did he play along with it?
She went, "Yes."
Oh no!
Come in. I'm like, man. We had an alcoholic once. I used to get all the problem customers because I'm social.
Yeah.
I like to talk to
Daz will deal with that.
Daz will deal with it.
Yeah.
People are like, "I'm never going back to that address. Give it to Daz." Daz will sort it.
Yeah, he'll laugh at it.
I get to this guy's house and unbeknownst to his alcoholic.
Yeah.
So he's had a flood, all the bottom floor needs stripping out, and he's kicked off with a couple of people. Well, when I've got there, I'm like scanning the environment, looking for something that we've got in common.
Yeah.
I can see he's got a room and it's dedicated to martial arts.
Okay.
So from 17 to 28, that's all I did.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting him with some facts, about Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do, Woodaroo, whatever. And we get off. We get on. So I'm working with another guy, Tyler, and we're working together doing it. I'm doing the floor, he's tiling the kitchen, we remove stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, strange stuff were happening. We come in one day, there's an empty bottle of vodka on the floor. It got progressively worse.
Yeah.
We had the radio on one day, he come in and he goes, "Lads, turn this off. This is garbage. You want to listen to some proper music?" Went upstairs and put Kylie Minogue on full blast.
Really?
Straight down. And my mate Danny's like, "This dude's weird, man." Anyway, it gets even weirder. So he was well-to-do, this guy. He was Justice of Peace.
Really?
He was the Justice of Peace for the area. He was also a lecturer at Leeds University.
So,
smart dude.
Yeah.
I think he
educated.
just lost it, I think.
Yeah,
you know, and
that does it. I've seen people like that.
Maybe just cracked up, man.
Yeah.
And I remember one day we come in and he's like, "Daz, I've been learning the guitar," because he knew I played the guitar. I'm like, "Okay." And he says, yeah, check this. Holds like a C and goes, "Rang."
No, really?
And that's it. I'm like, yeah, that's good. And he went, hang on. Holds a D. Rang. Is this dude serious or what?
How did you not fall to pieces? How did you not?
So we goes downstairs me and Danny's in kitchen tiling. We've got his head down, arse up, facing the back door.
Yeah.
He's here, I'm here. We're laying tiles, ceiling tiles. Here's this. So we both turns around like this. Still face down, ass up.
Yeah.
This dude stood there in a dressing gown, samurai sword, through the dressing gown, pulls it out, puts it in his hands, and he goes, I just want to present this to a true warrior. To me. I'm still on the floor. So me and Danny look at each other.
This guy's off his head.
Off his head. So he stands up, takes this sword off him, and I thought, I went, I cannot take this. Give him it back.
Really?
And he took it off me. I swear down. He went, put it back in his little dressing gown, turned round and walked out the door.
That was like,
Danny went, we're fucking out of here.
This is it.
We're out. And we were out. So yeah, we've had some weird.
Was that
customers.
the last day you spent at that house?
That was the last day I spent at that house, honestly. The police came once. He said, I'm just nipping out to the shop. They came back about 25, 30 minutes later. The police came back with his bike. He'd fallen off it in ditch.
Completely obliterated.
Absolutely coming back with a bottle of whiskey.
No, that's definitely, like you say, he's an educated man. There was a guy that used to live in the town where I used to live, and we used to call him the running man, right? And all right, now I'm thinking about it now. It was probably a bit evil, but he used to be a professor at the university in Cambridge of maths and physics. Obviously, must have been a clever bloke to be a professor of maths and physics, right? At Cambridge as well. And he used to run around he might have retired, but he must have retired. But he used to run around the whole town in his shirt, ripped, same shirt every day of the week, ripped to fuck, and just run, counting his steps everywhere he's going, mate. And he was
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, but he was like the geriatric version of Forrest Gump. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was fucked in the head. Like, you shouted at him, he'd like, oh, look, like he's getting peppered by fuck. He was crazy, mate. But he was an educated man, very clever man.
This happens a lot, you know. I think they say there's a thin line between insanity and intelligence, extreme intelligence.
I think that's right, though, isn't it? Because you've got to be, like, to really know a lot about something or learn a lot about something.
You've got to be a bit of weight to it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're like a bit Elon Musk to it, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm a bit Elon Musk to development, to building me. I'm obsessed with it. I don't know you.
I am.
I'm obsessed with it.
I like I just like everything about it.
I just love it.
Do you?
But honest to God, I'm obsessed with it.
What do you like doing most when it comes to building? Is there something you like doing more than anything else?
Traditional roofs.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because you get there and you've just got a wall plate.
Yeah.
And then traditional roofs, you're not lifting trusses on that have been built somewhere else.
Yeah.
You build everything yourself.
Everything.
And then within 2 days, you're up on top of it, climbing the roof, you know. And not only that, if it's not done right, you got 2.5 ton of tiles up there.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to make sure it's got to be right.
Yeah.
So that I really like that.
Do you?
Yeah, I love that. That's my thing.
I don't like. I like heights. I'm not that scared of them, but I don't like them that much.
Yeah.
Like where I want to be on a roof, fucking tiling a roof. I'll get up there and have a look. Yeah. But me up there on the rafters, that ain't me.
No.
I'm a bit like.
Well, it's because you're groundworker.
I'm top heavy, mate. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be going down that motherfucker, mate, heading on the floor.
Yeah.
But so what was your family life like growing up? We didn't really touch on it at all.
No.
Yet.
Oh, so like when I was younger, you know, my dad said I was like pretty. So my nephew was really smart.
Yeah.
And my dad said I was just the same.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's nice to see my mum and dad with my nephew now, because that's like how they would have been with you.
Yeah.
But you don't remember that, do you? But you get to see it. Yeah. So it's nice that. Yeah. And he spends a lot of time with him. And he was telling me, you know, like when I was a kid, literally, I told him when I was like, just after 1, I said to him, no more nappy.
Really?
That's all I could say.
Yeah.
No more nappy. He said, what? I said, no more nappy. And I never wore a nappy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, never wore a nappy again. When I was riding my bike, he said he took 2 steps behind me. So I went out for 20 minutes on stabilizers. Yeah. Came in, said stabilizers off.
Yeah.
He said he took 2 steps behind me. That was it out of the way.
You're gone.
Gone. So quick learner.
Yeah.
Must be. I remember even like when I was 9, 10-year-old putting out flyers for cutting gardens, washing cars.
Yeah.
You know, like
always wanted
to earn that bit.
Yeah.
I was a paper boy. I had to wait till I was 13 till they'd take me on the milk round.
Yeah.
So I did the milk round. So I did the milk round at school.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. So I did the milk round at school. I had to get up at 3 o'clock every morning.
That's dedication, mate.
Every morning.
How old were you then?
13.
That's what I mean.
I wanted to get on at 12, but I had to. First day were on my 13th birthday.
Really?
Yeah, he wouldn't let me start till I was 13. So my first day were on my 13th birthday.
Yeah.
But what used to happen is, obviously, by the time you'd finish your day at school, I'd fall asleep in the last lesson.
Fucked. Yeah.
I didn't even know I liked history until I left school because I used to sleep through it. I mean, be serious. Really? I love history. I'm a history geek, man.
Really?
I didn't even know I liked it because she always used to put a video on.
Yeah, you've gone.
Boom.
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Didn't even know I liked history until I left school.
Brilliant. But you take that time to learn more when you got more time after school.
Yeah, and you learn what you want to learn.
Yeah, you haven't got to listen to everything you're not necessarily interested in, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
You're not getting you're force fed it, aren't you?
Yeah.
When you're older, you take on board what you
brothers or sisters?
Got one brother.
Yeah.
Amazing engineer.
Close.
We've had a little bit. We fell out. We hadn't talked for 2 years, but we're now, we were very close when we grew up. Very close, all the way through. Very close up until 2 years ago.
Why? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah.
Is it personal?
It's a bit personal. Only on his part.
Yeah.
There's a misunderstanding. He thinks that I should have acted one way.
Yeah.
I think I didn't need to act that way.
Yeah.
That's the misunderstanding.
Yeah.
We've now agreed to disagree.
Yeah. Different.
I respect that he was upset. He respects that I didn't do something that made him upset.
Yeah.
He's not forgot about it, but we're moving on.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So, but I have the utmost respect for him.
Are you talking yet?
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah, you're back.
We're back talking. In fact, he sent me a message the other day. He reached out, so
that's nice.
I've got total respect for him.
Yeah.
Fantastic engineer.
Yeah.
Build anything. I've got. He actually. This is a bit of kudos to him. So, in his career, he used to work doing like dot levelers and stuff like that. All dirty work. He used to drive around in a Sprinter.
Yeah.
Van full of tools. Hands were always covered in grease. Anyway, he's a really nice kid. Yeah. Really nice guy. And he gets a young lad that comes and works with him. It's like a little bit of an apprentice.
Yeah.
So our Paul teaches him. Just as he is, just being as he is. Teaches him the ways, teaches him about what needs to be done, how you want to hold yourself and everything else.
Yeah.
Kid does his little apprenticeship, disappears.
Yeah.
Our Paul stays in that industry.
Yeah.
Years later, that kid's got a job working in the food industry as an engineer. Now that's top echelon. Yeah. They're after an engineer. And that lad turned around and said, I know a good engineer. Paul Walker.
Yeah.
So they come back, said to Paul, do you want to try out for this job? So he says, yeah, I'll do that. He says, but you got to get your 17th and 18th edition. He's never been to college.
Yeah.
Learned from a book and learned from YouTube.
Really?
Passed his test.
Yeah.
Got the job. Now he's been working there years.
Really?
Where he used to drive to work in a Sprinter, get covered in oil.
Yeah.
Now he's got a nice Merc.
I was going to say, he's probably up.
Got a laptop with like 18 spanners.
Yeah.
Goes and sets up machines. And these machines are like...
They're all electronic now, aren't they?
Put a cow in one end,
Yeah.
comes out other end in steaks, mincemeat.
It's madness,
Have you seen how fast they go? They're
Crazy.
scanning them, x-raying them. He sets all that up.
Yeah.
Off to him.
Yeah.
Off to him.
That's crazy. That's next level.
Next level.
Mechanical engineering shit's crazy.
I can do anything with wood and brick. He does everything with metal.
Yeah. So. Electronics and shit like that.
Electronics is awesome. Yeah. Wiring.
Yeah.
He's built. He had an RS2000.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of rust in the footwell. He's a bit OCD.
Yeah.
A lot OCD.
Yeah.
Had a bit of rust in the footwell, so he went and bought a new shell. He'd made this concourse, this car, so he bought a new cell, rally shell. Took everything off the old car, put it on the new car, everything brand new. You should see it. It's unbelievable.
Nice.
Unbelievable. And then, because he's finished with that, he's done himself a Volkswagen camper.
Yeah.
But he's taken the engine out. He's put a turbo engine in. Unbelievable. And the level of engineering is top.
Yeah.
He's really good. I'm really proud of him.
That's good, mate. It's good. It's shit, because I listen to you. Me and my brother, we've had differences recently as well. And to hear that you've didn't speak to your brother for 2 years, was that hard?
For me, very hard.
Me and my brother were well close.
Yeah, same.
We've drifted a little bit over the past few years because life, I guess. He's now married and got his own kid and
responsibilities.
Yeah, we live 120 odd miles apart, so it's not like we're together all the time like we used to be when we were younger. So naturally, you just live your own life, don't you?
Yeah.
we've had a few fallouts recently, and I feel a bit bad about it. But then it's like, I can't, I've got too much going on in my life to let myself get caught up about it.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, you've got.
And it's similar to the sounds what yours, like with difference of opinion, is why you and your brother fell out. Basically, it's the same as me and him.
Yeah,
we don't agree on certain things, and whilst I can be like I just feel like I need an understanding of why he feels a certain way, and because he won't give it to me, and I don't like what he's telling me, I can't understand it. I just can't get down with it, if that makes sense.
You're not on board.
I'm not on board, mate, and I just can't. And I've got no problem calling him out on it because he's my brother, innit? But then that's where we clash because he obviously believes what he believes, and I'm like, look, I can't just get that shit away from me. And it's horrible because in the same breath, he's my brother. I love him to bits. I wouldn't want to see any harm come to him at all.
Yeah, no.
Unless I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
the only one.
Yeah.
God help anyone else that does.
Yeah, no, and I do feel like that. 100%. I love him to bits, but it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, so hard.
Arguing with your siblings.
Family, man. It's difficult.
Can't choose them, mate.
Can't choose them.
Unfortunately.
Not like friends. You only pick the friends are like flowers, aren't they? You only pick the best.
Yeah.
Family, you get what you're given, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's it. You get what you're given. You can't choose. So you had a supportive family then. Your mum and dad all stay together.
Yeah. So mum and dad stay together. You know, we're not rich.
Yeah,
family's not
working
rich.
class.
Working class from council estate.
Yeah.
Mum and dad aren't rich. Grew up on council estate. But mum and dad together, stayed together. Mum were a school chef.
Yeah.
So she used to come and be like a dinner lady.
Yeah.
She started as a dinner lady. She ended up becoming the chef in charge of all the kitchen.
Yeah.
But grafter, man.
Yeah.
Like, I remember she would work all day at school. Then we'd come home from school. She'd have like an hour, and then she'd be on a night shift. Down at Tangerine.
Doing what she had to do.
At Sweet Factory.
Yeah.
I remember this one time we used to go. I mean, I hope I don't embarrass her, but we used to go to the town hall, and they used to do second-hand clothes.
Yeah.
And I remember my mum picking out this like shocking shell suit, like had a teddy bear on it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, even at the time, I'm thinking, oh, but this is all we could afford.
Yeah.
This is what we could afford. So this is how it was. But very supportive family. It was my dad that got me onto the apprenticeship.
Was it?
Yeah. So my dad had got me onto the apprenticeship.
What did your dad do? Or what did he do? Joiner.
Yeah. So we actually came. My family come from the northeast originally.
Yeah.
So my dad had moved to Yorkshire because for a better job. So he got headhunted. He worked for a company, ICI, doing joinery products, and then got headhunted and brought up to Yorkshire. And he laid the first block on the factory, and then took that factory to producing £1 million a week.
Really?
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Like at 20, I mean, he's had loads of other jobs before, but like at 23, you were in charge of like 500 odd people.
Yeah.
So like in my head, I was like, I want to be a manager.
Do you think that's where your aspirations and drive to do what you're doing's come from?
Be a manager.
Yeah.
I mean, I always wanted to be a joiner. I never had a rattle as a kid. I had a set square.
Yeah.
Fourth generation joiner in my family. So.
Yeah.
I was always going to be, and my dad took me into work on a Saturday when they were all working.
It was written in the stars.
Was written in the stars. So when I come of age, I got an opportunity to be an apprentice at that factory.
Yeah.
Not my dad's factory. One of the factories.
Yeah.
Which were hard in itself because I was like the director's son.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the managers, my dad's brother, he was my manager. I was the manager's. And
how was that for you?
Terrible.
Was it?
Because you had to be whiter than white.
That's what I'm saying.
Me and my uncle ended up falling out,
Yeah, I bet.
Because he was my manager, we'd direct even though he used to give me a lift in, we ended up falling out, and it wasn't good. But he's a good man.
You're working with family, and I think because you've already got that personal relationship, it's hard to then leave that at the gate when you're at work, and vice versa. When you leave work, it's hard to leave that at work, or you go home with your dad or your uncle, and
it is. It still stays. I'm good at it now.
Yeah, it's different
because
now.
I've had practice.
Yeah, but you've grown up now.
I had practice. Years of it. But at first, it was difficult. We'd come in the morning, we'd be singing songs to Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
And then an hour later, I'd be getting
tearing chunks out of each other.
Well, it just tear chunks out of me. I couldn't say out. I was
he was your manager,
17, 16.
Yeah.
But I had to be whiter than white in front of other people, and then he had to be harder on me than other people because
to make sure
no favoritism.
Yes, yeah.
So I'll be honest, it
hard,
horrendous.
Yeah,
honest, it was horrendous.
Would you have rather come up a different way?
Yeah,
other than doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have rather done an apprenticeship with someone else, you know, not directly linked to family.
Yeah.
Also, I had to do well at my job because I didn't want it to look bad on the.
You were inept.
My dad,
Like,
he got me a job, and then it was this spanner.
Yeah,
you know,
you got a lot of you got a certain level to live up to, haven't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on you.
What pressure from like 16, and then.
I know you just said you would have rather gone a different way and come through a different way, but do you not think that maybe that little bit of extra pressure helped?
Everything that you do makes you who you are.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
So where I say I'd rather
had you had
do
it
that.
easier somewhere else, you might have been like, oh fuck this.
I might still be there now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You don't know, do you?
Yeah. But having those people around you,
I think you're right. You can only connect dots looking back.
Yeah.
Connect dots
hindsight's a
forward.
fucking brilliant thing.
So looking back, everything that I've gone through has turned me into the person that I am today.
Yeah.
And I've heard you say it before. Would you change anything?
Would you?
No.
No?
Not even the.
I don't think I would.
Not even going to jail.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, mate.
Not even going. And I've hidden it for the last 9 years.
Yeah.
Because it has this stigmatism.
Fear of judgment.
Yeah, exactly that. I'd stop in future works. It's only now that I'm building my own houses.
You feel you've got the credibility to be able to go, look, this was me. Mistakes I've made.
Yeah. I've learned from them. Learn from them. I want people to learn from themselves.
Yeah, not necessarily make them mistakes.
No, don't make them mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm going into Moreland's prison.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak to the inmates.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. I'm going to speak to the inmates because young lads that get sent down for silly things.
Yeah. They don't really want to be there, do they?
Don't want to be there, but they're going to be there for 3 years.
Yeah.
Get a trade.
Yeah.
Get a trade. When you come out, you've got an opportunity.
Yeah.
If you give these people opportunities, they're not gonna turn back to crime. It's like what we were saying about re-education.
Yeah,
re-educating
reforming.
these people.
I think that's a lot of the problem, isn't it? The stigma that surrounds being an ex-convict or being from, like you said to me before. I know you won't want me saying it because you've said it all now, but you were quite nervous. It's fair to say about opening up and telling me and talking about your past in an open forum, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, my partner's mum and dad don't even know about this.
Oh, really?
I've hidden it from everyone.
Really?
Everyone, because do
you think they judge you?
Well, I hope
now you know them.
Well, they know me.
Well, they think they do.
Well, yeah.
They know that part of you that you let them to get to know, right?
Well, that is me.
Yeah.
I ain't hidden anything from them.
You just haven't told them.
Yes, I haven't told them, because I don't think it's necessary.
Matter.
It doesn't matter.
No,
not to me.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
It shouldn't
to
them either,
all.
really.
I'm not embarrassed about it at all.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't tell people about it is because I know I had that thought.
Yeah.
About that jailing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So having that thought has planted that seed. Yeah. For other people to have that.
But it's not to say that everyone else is that judgmental, though.
No.
Because obviously now, how long have you been with your missus now?
So just coming up 2 years.
That's a fair amount of time for her parents to get to know you.
Yeah.
That's, like enough time to cast a fair judgment on someone.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't have been acting for the last 2 years, can
I? No, you have to be a good fucking actor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm a genuine guy.
Yeah.
My heart's on my sleeve, say it as I see it.
Yeah.
You know? And they're like that.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Like you say, you don't feel like it's an important thing. You're not going to sit around the dinner table on a Sunday and go, I've been in prison, by the way.
Yeah.
So when do you drop that sort of conversation?
When would you?
Unless they asked you outright, say, Daz, what's your biggest regret in life? Then you could go, well, actually, I've done a bit of prison when I was younger. But that would maybe give you the opportunity to open up about it. But why is it you don't have to, do you, in that scenario? It's not going to change anything, is it? It's not going to make your missus feel any different about you, because she obviously knows.
Yeah, So, yeah, I told her straight away. Cause
yeah.
I've had this before, obviously, where when do you tell a partner?
Yeah.
But I liked Laura. She's amazing. Really, she's funny, gorgeous, intelligent, supportive, unbelievable lady.
Yeah, you just wanted to be open with her.
Because I liked her.
Yeah.
So much. So, like, within a week.
Did you really?
Seriously, because I thought, if I'm not going to tell her now, I'm not going to waste any more time with this, because I really like this girl. I don't want to fall for this girl, and then
it not be a thing.
Yeah, so I told her straight away, and she was shocked, obviously.
Yeah, because she didn't know it.
We were hard, you won't think someone had done 18 months behind the door.
Yeah.
It's 18.
When you're not that stereotypical criminal, you don't look like one. And
No.
do you know what I mean?
I don't betray myself as well. I don't act as one because I'm not.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, that was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it were 10, 11 years
probably
ago.
longer, yeah.
11 years ago. 12,
Yeah.
well, 2007.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I was really nervous, very nervous. I had sleepless nights, to be honest.
Yeah,
Even like in the car park, I'm like sweating
it out.
I had a different jumper onto this. I had to change this jumper.
No, but I think, do you not feel like a sense of, you glad you got it out in a way, in some sort of medium?
Listen, I think it's fitting that today's Good Friday, you know, like Jesus died on Good Friday and we're reborn on Monday. It's like, I've died today. This is like my rebirth.
You put that to rest.
I put it away now.
That's
because I'm being open, I've been honest. People
mate, love that.
I'm putting it out there.
Yeah,
I just want people to know that, you know, you've got to hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
And
you did.
That is rock bottom.
Yeah.
That is rock bottom.
Well,
I was doing 60 hours a week working in the gym and getting paid £13.50.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I was in jail.
Yeah, exactly.
All my freedoms and everything have been taken away.
Yeah.
I was a number.
You probably didn't have much aspiration at that point when you were stuck in there for a time.
Survival.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. So, like when I was on about earlier, trying to get your jail head on, you know, you've got to you try to get on the cleaners. You get on the cleaners because the door gets open.
Yeah, so you've got that bit of freedom to look out the
freedom,
door.
Yeah, and get on the wing and tidy it up.
Yeah.
Then you're on the server, you get more food. You also get an extra gym session.
Yeah.
Once I'd done that, one thing I am glad about coming out over all this and coming out with it is I can finally tell everyone I am Armley's strongest man 2012.
Yeah? Yeah, boom.
Boom. All the naughty boys, the big criminals, all of them, the bad lads. I beat them all.
You done it.
I done it.
So what did you do? A little competition in there?
Yeah, at Christmas you have a strongman competition.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
man, that was a laugh.
Yeah. So I ended up being Armley's strongest man 2012.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if that's been beaten since.
Well, I think there'll be another one 13, 14, but I know my picture's still on the wall.
Is it?
I'm the best gym modeler they ever had. They kept on to me too long. I had to apply to move because they kept on to me. So
really?
Armley's Nick is an old Victorian Nick. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Old school.
Proper.
Like Brixton Nick.
Proper. Exactly the same.
Old school.
Exactly the same. Victorian. Mesh over the landing wand, you know, landings are this wide. Cells are 8x6.
Yeah, old metal doors.
Metal doors.
Yeah.
Armley, it's every 50 metres.
Yeah.
It's a lock gate every 50 metres. So as you go, like, it's a Cat B prison.
Yeah.
So Cat B prison gates every 50 metres. Cat C prison might be 200 metres.
Yeah.
Cat D, it's open. Yeah. Exactly. And you've got to go through stages. So normally you go Cat B, which is a sorting jail.
Yeah.
To sort out which jail you're going to
where you off to.
Send you off. You're in there a month.
Yeah.
I was in there nearly a year.
Really?
Yeah. Because they love me. They wanted me. I was doing such a good job.
Yeah.
I was a gym orderly with Big Martin and Big Rob.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Yeah.
Gym every day.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Have you always been into the gym?
Yeah, so I started boxing at 12.
Yeah.
Did boxing till I was 17, and then from 17 to 28 did martial arts, and then at 28 one of my good friends is ex-Royal Marine. He came to live with me. Yeah. And he knocked on the door, I opened the door and he stood there built like a brick shit house. And I goes, "You all right?" He goes, "Yeah, man." He says, "You come in gym on Monday?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "I think it's about time you look like a man." I was about 11 stone 2 or something.
Yeah.
So
average build,
but this guy was ex-Marine.
Wham.
Bang.
Yeah.
The Tea Hut, proudly brought to you by eGrowth Media.